Hi, everyone. Welcome back. And, well, happy Friday. All right, guys. Well, I saw, and I know so many people asked me about it. One, people are like all about these ridiculous Kanye tweets right now, which good luck staying away from that. But then, two, Paige and Craig. Craig finally spoke out on Watch What Happens Live. And I have opinions, but we're going to go through it. So, before we do, I just want to announce that yesterday we shared the winner of our roseforever.com um, collaboration with Blow, which I thought was really interesting because if you guys want to and you're interested in potentially winning a free bouquet from roseforever.com, all you have to do is go to theblowcompany.com and use code ROSE for 20% off. Yesterday's winner was Sherry Vandenberg. We have 2 more to give away for the month of Valentine's, and I hope you guys win. Now, with that, smash the like button, show some love, and let's get into this. It's like you can't write this shit. Thank you to Reality Blurb. So, last night, Craig Conover was on Watch What Happens Live, and yes, he did open up about his split from Paige, but I do want to just kind of add in here, and I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm noticing more and more, it's like the kind of person I've listened to multiple people around me talk about somebody who has this kind of attitude of I should get what I want. And it's just like I call it like spoiled bitch assness. Cause I feel like you just operate like somebody who comes up very entitled, very spoiled. Um, I think Craig Conover does that. I know I understand super successful with sewing down south, all of the things. But even the mentality is like, if I don't get my way, I'm gonna act like a little jerk. And that's what Craig gives me. I think he acts like spoiled little bitch, to be honest with you. But hold on. We're going to get into it. While also confirming his plans to move to New York City, he reacted to rumors suggesting that Paige cheated. And he's dishing on his current dating life as well as, well, potential romance with Rachel Kirkconnell. And he also revealed that Paige was dishonest about their breakup. And he looked back on the way that she dumped him over the phone. He said, I'm just working through it. I was very sad, obviously. And I've been very fortunate to be around friends and family and just trying to go through the stages as well as possible. I went through denial, then trying to fix it, and sad. And then I hit anger for a little bit. Yeah, I'm sure that's where you acted out, probably. And now I'm kind of getting excited for the future as much as I can. I didn't go back to drinking a ton through the breakup, so I've kind of just had to feel it. But according to Craig, Paige was lying when she told listeners of her podcast, weeks ago, that their breakup was mutual. Okay, we're going to dissect this. Paige lied on her podcast and said the breakup was mutual. She called me and told me. She called me after Thanksgiving, and I was in Toronto about to do a show, and she was like, I think we have to break up. And at the time, because he was going to move to New York and they've been talking about their future together, Craig said, I had no reason to think that she was serious. I thought that she was having a bad night and I didn't think it was real. Well, I do have a tough time believing that there weren't signs, especially with the way that Southern Charm is playing out right now, where he's talking about, a little bit of the flip-flopping, some of the signs that don't necessarily make sense. I do believe that she gave him those little like hints that this was coming. And I think that in his mind, he was very much so in love. And he was probably like, you know what? Like, no, she's not going to do this to me. I love you. You're not going to do this to me, right? I love you. And she was like, well, like after we had a conversation, it was mutual and like we both understood. But if that's the worst thing that you have to say is like, well, it wasn't mutual, so she lied. It's like, or you're just in denial. But again, I'm calling that bitch assness. I am. On top of that, he said 2 weeks prior, she asked me to plan us a trip to Europe for New Year's. And she also talked about our wedding in her mom's kitchen. And she made me promise that we'd never break up weekly. But Craig also claimed that Paige was dishonest with her claims that she allowed him to pretend that they were together as he promoted the 10th season of Southern Charm. This was going back to his December 12th appearance on Watch What Happens Live. He said, "This was 7 days after the phone call, and I was still at the apartment, and we were FaceTiming, and she was still saying, like, she missed me." Um, ay, ay, ay. He did clarify that they officially called it quits after that episode. She was like, "I love you, but I love myself more, and I have to go do this and find myself." And we didn't want different things. She just wanted other people, and that's fine. She didn't want those things with me anymore, and I'm not mad at her for that. All right. I'm going to also deliver what that is. If you guys are somebody who's easily gaslit or in a situation where somebody makes you feel like shit because you're choosing yourself over a relationship, which you always should choose yourself, I think, because if you don't choose yourself, then you're not going to be the best version of yourself in that relationship. And I know that that sounds selfish, but that's what it's meant to sound like. Because if you choose to be selfish and work on yourself and give yourself that time, then you are going to be the best possible version of yourself, which means it's not actually selfish because you are giving your partner the best version of yourself. And if that doesn't work for said partner and that doesn't work for you, then you break up and you move on and you find somebody else. Okay. But it's the way that he's wording this, again, going back to it by saying, like, "I love you, but I love myself." And we didn't want different things. She just wanted other people. It just seems like he knows what he's doing there. But looking back on the breakup, Craig insisted that he was blindsided despite Paige's denial. "We were planning our future together, and I had no way. We never fought. I was moving to New York, and I don't know where she called me and broke up with me after 3 years. And it really F's with your mind. You go from like knowing each other's soul to never talking again." But after confirming that Paige does not talk to him anymore, he refused to defend her against claims of infidelity. This is another thing where I call this Peter Pan syndrome bitch assness. Because this is it's a dick thing to do, you guys. When he was asked about why he hasn't defended her against cheating claims, he says, "It's none of my business what she does anymore. And I wasn't a part of any of those rumors. And I don't want to be involved. I got broken up with, and I'm the ex boyfriend now, and I'm moving on with my life." And it's like, no, but even when she announced that you guys were breaking up and she went on the Giggly Squad, she had nothing but nice things to say about you. And she completely applauded you as a human being and as a boyfriend, as a partner. And she made it clear that nothing happened. And unless you know something different that you're not dropping, I feel like right now you're letting people live in limbo and feel bad for you because that's a better place. It's almost like his last, like, F you, I'm not giving that to you. But then addressing Amanda Batula's shade against him in which she accused him of sending the dogs after Paige amid the cheating rumors rather than denying them, Craig labeled her statement as insane and mental. "I'm not going to get sucked into the mud with them. Like the Summer House cast commenting on how I'm grieving. I'm sorry that I'm not reading Reddit every day and getting on there and defending her." But continuing on about Paige, Craig, he did clap back at the suggestion that he was acting like a single person amid a trip to Aspen. And he said, "She upset a lot of our mutual friends by saying that. And the only thing I did in Aspen was talk about my breakup because I couldn't believe it was happening." But with that said, he did deny that Paige was mean to him. "I think that we had an awesome relationship, and I think you get to see a small amount on TV. She plays it up, but in private, we're a very cute couple, or we were. And she was nothing but supportive of me. And I'm where I am a lot of it because of her. And she wasn't mean to me. She just broke up with me." Now, since they're split, he said he's been getting plenty of DMs after fans noticed that he joined Raya. He said, "After a certain stage and stuff that I had found out, I needed validation, but it didn't feel as good as I thought." And that's why he joined the dating app. But as for the possibility of Rachel Kirkconnell, who you guys know, um, just got broken up with by Matt James, Craig did confirm that they met. He said, "We went to a wedding with them this summer and it kind of ruined any." So we're friends with them, but I thought it was very bizarre how their stuff played out. And it seemed like we were both blindsided. Huh. So I was trying to like give you guys his quotes with this. And I'm like, it doesn't. I just want to say, like, giving you guys the quotes and listening to it and just understanding and reading so I'm not messing this up for exactly what he's saying. I'm trying to get where he's coming from. I do believe you have somebody who is really hurt, but also it kind of feels like you have somebody who is really hurt that is kind of being like, well, I kind of feel like you fucked me over, and now I'm going to fuck you over by not giving you what you want. You want me to dispel these cheating rumors? I'm not going to give you that. So instead, this you're now on my terms, and I'm going to give you what I want to give you, which he is absolutely entitled to. But it feels like retaliation, and it feels like somebody who is just, you know, upset. But also, to be fair, like, I've read the comments and a lot of people really defend Craig, so it's up in the air. I just want to hear what you guys think. Guys, pop off in the comment section. Again, if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget, I'm pinning the link in the description and comment section for our giveaway for blowcompany.com, where you guys can go and check out and buy any of our products. Use code ROSE for 20% off, and you have your chance of winning a Rose Forever bouquet. We have given away 2 now, one to Kim and the second one to Sherry Vandenberg. And now we're giving away 2 more. So I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.